Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, where we're obviously at the tower. It's the following morning since last time. We're on our way to get some breakfast. Like so. And, well, what's there to recap? Previously, we became Hortator of the three great houses on Vardenfell. Successfully. We also became, well, we were also named Nerevarine by the Zainab tribe. Which means that all we have left to do now is become Nerevarine of the Arhamusa tribe and also the Irabanimson. Easier said than done, of course, but that's what we must do. Additionally, as well, if we want to get House Hlalu to ban ash statues, we need to go to Hla Oad and interrogate a smuggler.
If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble.
So that's also on the to-do list. Salt rice porridge it is. It's going to be a salt rice porridge kind of day, apparently. Well, first thing on the list is going to be, well, we're going to go off and see the Irabanimson, because our tower here, Uvirith, just happens to be in the same neighbourhood as the Irabanimson tribe. So, that's what we're going to go do first. We shall go forth and speak to them as the sun rises in the east over yonder. Now, the Irabanimson tribe. Where might we find them? Let me sort my map out. We are here. The Irabanimson camp is actually over this way. Okay, I thought it was down there, but it's not. It's this way, apparently. Towards the sun. Oh dear. That was a poor life choice, Mr. Guat. And it was also your final life choice. Come to think of it. Get you as well, Mr. Kukuti. There we go. Oh, check that out, man. The god rays in the morning mist. That's rather nice, I gotta say. That's rather fetching stuff. Excuse me. Didn't remember asking your opinion, Mr. Snake. Why are there suddenly snakes appearing everywhere? It's weird. Have I gone past a level threshold and now I'm level 45? Does that mean snakes start appearing? I'm seeing a lot more imps and gargoyles and stuff too. Speaking of which. Dead. Yeah, this was a gargoyle. It has a tail. I suppose that seems to be the main difference between imps and gargoyles at the moment, is that imps don't have tails. That's a lot of shalk. Property of a shalk holder, I assume. This dude over here. Yeah, there's one or two of them, isn't there? Bloody hell. Alright, here's the camp. On this grey, foggy day, we find ourselves in the company of the Irabanimson, the most warlike of the Ashlander tribes, and the most hostile to outsiders. We've had plenty of dealings with them in the past, but the question remains, how long are their memories?
Do you have any news?
This guy's friendly, at least. You're the Outlander who claims to be the Nerevarine. You'll find no welcome here, I'm afraid. We know about the prophecies. Our Ashkan and Gulakan say they are foolish superstition. There will be trouble if you speak with them. Perhaps you should speak to our wise woman, Manirai. Okay, thanks very much, Saba Bentus. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the heads up. Wait a minute. Did I kill the Ashkan of the Irabanimson? I can't remember. No, it doesn't look like it. There was a whole thing, because I remember I helped the don't have a map marker, but I don't remember the name either, actually, but that new breakaway tribe from the Irabanimson, remember there was that whole quest line where we helped them out? I assume they don't get a say in this whole Nerevarine business. Part of me wants to go visit them, though, and just find out, actually. Manarai, hello. Nice shirt. I like the leopard
Under
skin.
Sun and Sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
I don't know where you got the leopard from, if I'm honest, around here, but still. Yes, Outlander, do you need my services, or do you seek my counsel? I warn you, be wary of Ashkan, Ulathpal, and his supporters. They all hate Outlanders and love nothing more than to kill them and loot them. Yeah, I know. I come here before you as the Nerevarine. Many of our tribe believe these prophecies to be no more than foolish superstition. I do not know myself what to think. You wish to be named Irabanimson Nerevarine? Never. Not while Ashkan, Ulathpal, and his war-loving Irabanimson live. They all hate Outlanders and are proud and haughty, and will never suffer an Outlander to rule them. If you would be Nerevarine of the Irabanimson, all of the difficult to pronounce words today, you must kill Ulathpal and his supporters, the Gulakans, Ahaz, Ranabi, and Ashu'ahe. Then you must help me make peace-loving Irabanimson Gulakan Han Amu, Ashkan. Ashkan Han Amu could then name you the Irabanimson Nerevarine. But before anything else can be done, you must first eliminate Ulathpal and his supporters. Then you should come speak with me, and we will discuss further how you might be named Irabanimson Nerevarine. Alright. Right-ho. Killing idiots is something I'm very, very, just supremely qualified at. So, who do we... Right, Hanamu is not the guy we need to kill. We need to kill Ulathpal, Ahaz, Ranabi, and Ashu'ahe. Hello, Ashu'ahe. I'm going to murder you. Go away, stupid. I'd kill you, but it's not worth the trouble. It's not, is it? I guess I'm going to have to do the old-fashioned taunt, aren't I? Since I can't just challenge you to a duel or something.
There is noise.
Good block skill on that guy. I've slain one of the war-loving Irabanimson Ashlanders, but perhaps it would have been impossible to have friendly dealings with them or their leaders anyway. There might have been another way around that, actually, now I think about it. Oh yeah, Mountain Spirit. Unique bit of bone mold armor, that. There might have been a way around it, actually. My memory is so freaking fuzzy when it comes to this, I gotta say. But, we've crossed blades, so to speak. We've rattled sabers with these idiots before many times in the past in this Let's Play, and I think Fathis is quite happy to have an excuse to just murder the bastards finally. So that's what we're going to do. I think Ranabi's next on the list, isn't he? Yep. Oh.
Is there something you need?
Damn right there is. You've slain one of my people. You must pay with your life.
You will suffer.
Just give me the same update here. Racerbeak. Ember Hand and Bitter Hand. The Robe of Erodan the Wise. Let's go ahead and take that, in case it's important. And ammo. Oh, got combat music. Ahaz and then Ulathpal himself are the only ones left. Where's Ahaz? Maybe he's in here. Ah, Ahaz!
Your wounds are great.
You're a stupid Outlander. Stupid to face us both. You say that, do you? Supremely confident, it seems. And you had no reason to be. The War Axe of Iranamu. My Might as well take that to top up the coffers with, I suppose. Senate kills Heart of Fire. And the Wind of Ahaz. Alright, I think we're done here. Oh, for pity's sake. Come on, come here where I can hit you. Please. I don't want to use my Area of Effect spell because I might hit one of the Ashlanders by accident. Oh, stupid creature. Alright, Manurai, it is done. Now, with Ulathpal and his supporters out of the way, it is a simple matter to be named Nerevarine over the Arabanimson. All you need to do is persuade Gulakan Han Amu to become the Ashkan of the Arabanimson. Seek him out in his Gulak yurt. Be prepared, however, Han Amu is not the material one would choose when looking to make an Ashkan. He may be difficult to persuade. Alright. Han Amu, I've come for you. Yantus. Han Amu, here he is. No matter what Manurai says, I'm not interested. I don't want to be Ashkan. I don't care what Manurai says. I don't want to be Ashkan. Everyone despises me. I'm a weakling and a coward and a fool. I hate it, but it is true. I just want to be left alone. Yes, I recognize it. Ranabi wore that robe. The robe of Erodan the Wise. It was handed down to Ranabi through his family. But what has that got to do with my wanting to be Ashkan? We shall give it to him and make a little speech. Alright then. This obviously has some significance to him because he's noticed it. Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the robe that gives wisdom in council. It is the idea of the robe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who wears the robe. The Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe. Who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. This is a sobering lesson and I must give it thought. Got to give him all the little trinkets and he'll feel like he can do it. I see. The war axe of my father, the war axe of Iron Amu. Ulathpal had it from my father and carried it as Ashkan. But what's that got to do with my wanting to be Ashkan? We shall give him the axe of Iron Amu and make another little speech. I was going to sell these, but bollocks, never mind. Thank you, your lesson is clear. It is the axe that gives strength in war, and it is the idea of the axe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who bears the axe, the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, and who holds... I don't want to be Ashkan, don't you understand? Alright, apparently I need to go fetch you more trinkets. This is a bit silly, if I'm honest, but okay. What do we got? Sonic kills Heart of Fire, the Wind of Ahaz. Where's the other guy with his fancy... Yeah, there it is, Mountain Spirit. Just throw magical artifacts at him.
Probably nothing.
Senate kills Heart of Fire. Yes. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That was enough, apparently. Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the amulet that gives courage in battle, and it is the idea of the amulet that gives confidence to the tribe. Now, with Ulathpal dead, I hold the fate of the tribe in my hands, and I must accept that responsibility. Thank you for your lesson. I shall be Ashkan of the Arabanimson, and I shall name you Nerevarine. Thank you, Fathus. I promise that as Ashkan, I shall do my best to amend the dark reputation of the Arabanimson. And as my first reaction as chief, I now name you the Arabanimson Nerevarine, champion of the Arabanimson and protector of the people. You must also go to Wise Woman Manurai and get from her the seizing of the Arabanimson, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be a sign to all Dunmer that the Arabanimson have named you Nerevarine. Thank you, Ashkan Hanamu. May the gods and goddesses help you, because no one else will. You persuaded Hanamu to be our Ashkan, and to name you Arabanimson Nerevarine? Then I must give you the seizing of the Arabanimson. Here, take this enchanted token of the Arabinimps, and all may know we have named you Nerevarine and champion. Thank you, my lady. I shall now be leaving. Okay, that was relatively straightforward, as it turned out. Let's have a look at this widgety, gadgety thing, shall we? What has he given us? Has she given us? The seizing of the Arabinimps, and there you go. Telekinesis 50 feet for 30 seconds itself. Nice. I think it's some sort of belt. Right. So, that's that. We now must speak only with the Ahmusa, who I believe we've bumped into before. Yep, they can be found all the way up at the top of the Grazelands there. So, a short hop up the coast from Telvos. First, though, we need to go pay a visit to Hla'awad, don't we? Yes. Let's see. Got a bit of good old fast travel on the go, my favourite kind. The one that involves magical portals in Oblivion. That's Mournhold. This is Alderune. Which one of these is Hla'awad? That's Narmok. Hla'awad is that one. It's the one that's near Balmora. Okay, so really, the best way to do this is just go to Balmora and we can walk the rest of the way. Seems like a grand idea to me. We have arrived. So, what was the name of this guy exactly? Velfred the Outlaw, that's the one. He's been transporting statues. If we can prove that smugglers are working with the Sixth House at the expense of their Hlaalu clients, it might frighten the Council into action. I should travel up to Hla'awad and learn more about this Velfred. Very well. What do you reckon Velfred is going to be like? What do you reckon, Nord or Breton? The name like Velfred. Could be either. Could just be it could end up being a dark elf. Who freaking knows, honestly. Could be a Bosma. That's an outside bet. Could be a Bosma. Hello, Kreen. I have to stop and say hello to all the Kreens. It's just it's the rules. I'm sorry, everyone, but it's just the way it has to be. Oh, so many memories of low-level characters. Just joined the Fighters Guild. Killed the rats in the attic. Quest number 2, go to this egg mine. Kill the smugglers, or the poachers, or whatever. Low-level memories. That's Hla'awad right over there. What up next? Oh, there's a freaking gigantic spider over there. You're right, you can just die on principle. I think it would just run away. It's not going to win this fight. That one looked bloody massive, that did. Yep. There it is, stood next to a grown man. That's a horrifying giant spider, yeah. It sure was. What have we got here? We have a snake. And we have... What the devil are you? Rotworms. I was going to say they kind of remind me of the ash hoppers from Skyrim, but without legs. Rotworms, is it? And this swamp is just full of horrible things, isn't it? Look at this. Terrible. Did I catch something else in that spell? Thought I saw another bunch of purple sparks over there. Oh, is that a dreamer over there? There's a 6th house base around here somewhere. Alright, here we are. Fadila Balval. I suppose you could help me find Velfred the Outlaw, could you? Fat Legs Drop Off is the place to go for anything you need. Fat Legs Drop Off, then. Is this Fat Legs Drop Off? It is. Trusteve, hello. Looking for Velfred the Outlaw.
Sweet.
Get out of Flowerhead. I don't like you, and I don't like you bothering me or my friends. Is that so? Make me. None of you are Velfred. Latest rumours? I don't know an awful lot about rumours, but there's one I'll share with you, friend. The friendship between Trusteve and Rajid has been causing a lot of ill feeling within the Kimono Tong. They don't like to see Khajiit making friends. It really offends them. Sickeningly racist, but it takes all sorts. After all, if we were all enlightened, it wouldn't be interesting anymore, would it? It takes a few ignorant types to make the rest of us appreciate our friends from all races more. Well, I'm not finding a Velfred here. However, I am recalling the one we came down here via Silt Strider at one point. Or possibly boat, but I think it might have been Silt Strider. We did see a ship parked in the swamp. I say parked. Anchored is the correct terminology. Anchored off in the swamp in that sort of direction, I think. On the coast, outside of town. Ask for Dilla Balval, she knows all the latest juice of gossip. For Dilla. Is that this lady? Yeah, it is. Now you're in my area. I know all the rooms of this town. I speak to everybody. Half the town is addicted to moon sugar, the other half is addicted to skooma, and the Kimono Tong is addicted to both. Glonagoth is trying to retire early by cheating the authorities. Claims he's been herding for years. Bit of good old-fashioned fraud, huh? Let's come up here and get a bit of a view. Ah, here we go. Velfred the Outlaw. Yeah, he was a Nord. I was right. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Who says, Dark Elf? I'm a law-abiding Imperial citizen. How would you feel about it if I were to do this? Do you know who I am? Do you know all the myriad ways I could make you suffer? Oh, I'm going to make you suffer. I'm going down here. Although, let me just pop this back on. Talk to Velfred, I have nothing to say. There they are.
Stay where you are, thief. You will die where you stand.
Well, I've got one of its ash statues. What's he going to say now, then?
You will die where you stand.
You weren't supposed to see him, Dark Elf. I can't let you out of here if you've seen him. You want some as well. Did you just damage my health? No, phew. Sorry, not health, strength. Nice bound boots you've got there. I found some ash statues on the smuggler Velfred the Outlaw ship. Apparently I was not supposed to see them, and to rectify the matter, he attacked me. I think this will probably be all the proof Carassius requires. One hopes. I don't remember where my mark is set, but let's go do a recall and find out. Did I have the foresight to pop it down?
I will listen.
Oh, hello, Drambearer. Yeah, I didn't mean to... Yeah, hello. I'll be on my way. We're in St. Olms, are we? Well, close enough, I suppose. Whoops. Yeah, I thought I'd set it in Carassius's place, but apparently not. Apparently, I forgot. That's Telvanni, which means Hlaalu's at the other end. I think, anyway. There's the arena. There's Redoran. Which means Hlaalu's over that way. Time to levitate. What a magnificent city. Just the sheer verticality of it. There was nothing like this in an RPG before this came out. All the towns in RPGs looked like that prior to this. If you play Neverwinter Nights by comparison, which came out in the same year, big difference. There were all the old isometric ones before that. Flat was the name of the game. Flat and third person as well to boot, actually. Which one of these is Carassius's? Ah, it's this one, isn't it? Curio Manor.
What is this about?
What is this about? What is this about, she says. I'm back. So, Velfred was smuggling ash statues, along with many other smugglers. This will scare the other Hlaalu councillors into supporting your ban on them, Dumpling. Ash statues are of little value. If smugglers are doing this for something that is not illegal, then why then these ash statues must be dangerous? Blah. Why then these ash statues must be dangerous, naturally. So you will have them banned in Hlaalu territories? Why, certainly, my sweet. I shall have the council pass your proposition at our next session. Ash statues in Hlaalu lands will be banned. Of course, smugglers will ignore the ban, but you already knew that. Yes. Well, that's done then. So the only one remaining we need to get to ban ash statues is the temple. And we need to talk to Beryl Sala about that. And I don't think Beryl Sala is going to be very receptive to my suggestions until I've had a nice chat with Vivek. which we haven't really done yet. Although we briefly saw him, and then we went away to have a bit of a think about it. But I think until we go back and have another conversation with him, we're not going to get anywhere with Beryl Sala. At least that would be my assumption anyway. I could be wrong, but I'm going to play it that way because it makes sense to me. Right. Now we must go and visit the Ahimusa. Luckily, we can get there pretty quickly if we just do this. Now, which one of these is Telvos? Telfia, Sadrith, Mora, Telarun, Telmora, Telvos. Marvellous. And of course it's raining in Telvos, as ever. Naturally it's raining. Right. Oh, excuse the yawning, folks. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. My goodness. I don't actually know how much I got in the end. It was one of those nights where I'd got up later in the day than I wanted to. And so, in order to, not end up doing the same thing the following day, I went to bed at my usual time, even though I hadn't been awake for as long. And it just made it impossible for me to bloody sleep. I think I just sort of spent the entire night drifting in and out of light sleep. At least that's what it felt like. And I don't feel very well rested at all. I'm basically running on Lucozade right now. Okay. We have arrived. I think the rain's letting up, which is nice at least. Hello, Zalit. Nice to meet you. Oh, open your eyes when I'm talking to you, otherwise it's just weird, dude. You are Father Sylvan. We have heard some say you are the Nerevarine. What do you want of me? Do you not claim the name of Nerevarine? Then you want to speak to the wise woman, Sinamu Mirpal. But first, you must show respect and speak to one of our Gulakans. You will find them in their yurts. They will speak with you.
I can spare a few moments if you...
Very well, I shall do this. Asama Idan's yurt. Hello. Who are you? What do you want? I am Father Sylvan. I come forth to be named as Nerevarine. You come to claim the name of Nerevarine, then you want to speak to the wise woman. Wait. You're not one of the Gulakans? What about you? Ah, here we go. For a long time, the Ashlanders have heard of the Nerevarine prophecies. Perhaps some would say the Ahimusa are bitter, but talk gives us no comfort. You must forgive us. Perhaps these are great days. Perhaps the prophecies are fulfilled. But to the Ahimusa, all we know is that hunger and disease stalks us, and monsters prey upon us. A hero reborn may be a wonderful thing, but it means little to us, unless we have a safe place. Speak to the wise woman, Sinamu Mirpal. Tell her you will find a safe place for the Ahimusa. That is what I would wish to hear from one who wants to be named Nerevarine. Thank you, Dutatalk. What a name and a half that is. Dutatalk. Ah, yes, I remember the Ahimusa clan symbol. Kind of looks like a dead fish. Like it's just the bones left. Wise Woman's Yurt, here we go. I do like visiting the Ashlanders. I like their little camps. I like the clinking of the wind chimes. It's all very awesome. And they're so different from any of the other factions in the game as well.
3 blessings, Sarah.
I have heard of an Outlander who seeks to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies and to be named Nerevarine. Are you that Outlander? I know the prophecies. I know an Outlander. clan friend of the Ursulaku, has done great deeds and claims to fulfill those prophecies. Are you that Outlander? And why are you here? Who is the Ashkan of the Ahamusa? The Ahamusa have no Ashkan. I am the wise woman of the Ahamusa, and I speak for the tribe. I want the Ahamusa to name me Nerevarine, then. I will examine your proofs, and you will tell me your story. Your tongue will speak the truth, and I will listen, and if I am satisfied, according to custom and with reference to the prophecies, I will name you Ahamusa Nerevarine. But there will be a price. The Ahamusa need a safe place, and you will provide that safe place. In seasons past, when threatened, the Ahamusa could take shelter in the ruins of Ald Daedroth. But now, the priestess Hireni Indaval has come to and restored the Daedric Shrine, and worshippers of Sheogorath dwell there, protected by terrible sorceries and summonings. First, you will go to Ald Daedroth and make it safe for the Ahamusa. Then you will return, and I will accompany you there. And if Ald Daedroth is a safe place for my people, then I will name you Nerevarine. Oh gosh, I remember this one. There's a lot of backwards and forwards involved. First, you'll go to Ald Daedroth. You'll make it safe for the Ahamusa. You are the hero. You decide what must be done. We are not traders to haggle over the meaning of safe. We are not a warlike people. We are not strong with warriors and witch wizards. Make Ald Daedroth safe for us. Then, when I accompany you to Ald Daedroth, then you and I will judge whether it is safe. When you are sure it's safe, you will return here to me, and I will accompany you, and together we will cross the water to Ald Daedroth. If I may pass in safety to the old sanctuary and see the great statue in the inner shrine, then the place is safe for my people. I have not the arts of war, but I have courage. I wager my life against the safety of my people. But if Ald Daedroth is not safe, if I die on my journey, remember, if I die, you will not be named Ahamusa Nerevarine. Cross the water. I have not the arts of war, but I am a wise woman, and not without power. I can walk upon the water, perhaps not so fast as a great witch warrior, but fast enough. And while we are on our water journey, if you are the hero, you will protect me from slaughterfish and other creatures. And if you are not, I shall perish, and you shall not be named Nerevarine. Okay, Ald Daedroth. The Ald Daedroth Daedric site is a shrine to Sheogorath, the Mad Lord. The surface ruins are on an island at a great distance north as the racer flies. Yes, Ald Daedroth. You can see it if you have one of the old paper maps from when the game came out, but there it is, Ald Daedroth. Looks like we've actually been there before, because we have a map marker, or possibly she gave us a map marker. I'm not sure. We've been around there before. There's a few explored cells here, but I don't know if we've actually been to Ald Daedroth itself. Either way, it's on that island over there. So, we must go, in that case. I shall go ahead and put a mark here. And off we pop. To the north. I'll just levitate across for now. Actually, one moment, folks. Hold on. Hold the phone. Right, I'm back. My cat wanted to come into the room, so he's here with me now. He's on the desk next to me. Waving his tail across the keyboard at the moment, actually. Bother. I wasn't looking at the logo in the bottom right. I have to admit, Morrowind's user interface I have many criticisms of it, but one of the biggest is actually the fact that the active effects are so, there's no timer available on them. It's quite irritating. I mean, Skyrim has exactly the same problem, oddly enough. I think it's weird, but I think overall Oblivion probably had the best user interface in many ways. It had an inventory that you could easily sort properly, and it had timers at the top of your screen for all your active magical effects and stuff. Kind of just got the job done the best of the bunch. With Morrowind, it's all just jank, and with Skyrim, they tried to streamline it and make it all sort of aesthetically pleasing too much. Hello. Bethes Sarathril.
Please join me.
Who are you, Outlander? What are you doing here? I don't know you, Outlander. What are you doing here? Are you here to worship at this foul shrine? I am the Nerevarine on a quest to fulfill the prophecies. No, you are the false incarnate and the devil of lies. You claim to be chosen by Azura and the savior of Morrowind, but you curse the tribunal, call them false gods, and turn the people against their true protectors. You are nothing but a dreamer and deceiver, a mad servant of the devil Dagoth, and you must be destroyed. I suppose you're going to be the one to do it? No? Okay. Oh, okay, he is, actually. You goddamn idiot. Oh, he was supposed to be wearing Indoril stuff? Okay, that would have made a lot more sense, if I'm honest. Why the heck was he just running around in bare feet? Put that blighted rat out of its misery. Sorry guys, I need to adjust my headset again. I got a slightly sore ear at the minute. Not like earache, like the inside of my ear type sore ear, but just like the outside of my ear is a little bit sore. I think it's because I've been wearing this stupid, uncomfortable headset for too long recently. I've been on a huge recording marathon. I think it's making my ears a bit sore. I really need to get a mic on a boom arm that I can suspend over the desk. I really, really need to do that, but unfortunately, money. It costs lots of money. It's expensive. Even by my Warhammer collecting standards, it's freaking expensive, so... I am the Nerevarine. I think we're just going to kill everybody here. Why discriminate, right? Shall I take some Restore Fatigue? You know what we need? We need a tech creature. Okay, apparently there's a lot of... Oh, it's like rats and stuff. Problem with blighted rats is... And I don't think I have a fix for it. But in vanilla... and presumably my game as well. Blighted rats, they have a bug whereby they can't move. I think one of the debuffs from them being blighted causes them to not be able to move. Lowers their strength too much or something like that. So they just engage combat with you and then they just stay put and never move. For poor. I don't know you, do I? Are you here for the dance? Or are you here with the gold hats? The gold hats who aren't wearing their gold hats because, I don't know, something's gone wrong. Don't you know what's going on? Go down and talk to Hilarani and Indavel in the antechamber, back behind the big room with the Sheogorath statue. There are free drinks too. Watch out for the gold hats. They play rough. Yes, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the gold hats. Except for that one gold hat. Faeryn, whatever his name is. He seems quite reasonable. These gold hats, though. Fuck them. Gonna kill them all. Oh, or you guys are going to attack me as well, huh? Well, it's your funeral. Alright, she wants to be able to get to the middle of the shrine or something, the inner shrine, yeah. Ah, gold hats. Who are actually wearing their gold hats. You guys gonna... Idiots. That's Merrin's Dagon, by the way. That's not Sheogorath. I just want to point that out to you people. That leads back to the inner shrine. Okay. If we just make sure everybody's dead, we should be good, right? That's more like a ball, I want to say. We're going to get each of the four corners of the House of Trouble, so to speak, in each of these chambers, I wonder. Along the sides. Man, I love Morrowind Ruins. They're so freaking cool. It's just a shame that the developers didn't get nearly as creative with them as they could have. Because a lot of the Daedric shrines are completely identical when you go inside them, but then when you get one that's like a bit more unique like this, it's like, wow, man, this is cool. There we go again. Should I just cut out the middleman and do this? Oh, out of magicka. That's inconvenient. We have a pair of glass braces. Do you know, I don't know if I actually have any glass braces at home. I shall take those. Part of me thinks I should wear them instead of treachery and deceit, unless I actually really need those. What's my security skill these days? $61. Be 41 without the glove. Oh, goodness me, no. It clips horribly through the robes. We can't have that. Is it the same with all of them? Yep, pretty much. Well, there's that decision made. Because it could go around with no robes, but Fathers has been wearing robes for so damn long, it just feels weird if he's not. Deceit. And... where is it? Treachery. Surprised none of this has been cursed so far. Who's that? Is that Malakath? I think that's Malakath. The artist formerly known as Trinimac. And that's Zura. Oh, hello, Zura. What are you doing here? Alright, better go check out the inner shrine then. Which is actually not that way, it's this way. Where you stand. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hello, Shergot. It's an interactable statue, although I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. Oh god, Golden Saint. Block skill though. There we go. Antechamber. Yes, the vagaries of Magikarp. I suppose I'll take that. What? Oh. The chest was cursed. That's a new one. Righty-ho then. Right, we want to go this way. Check out the antechamber. You will suffer greatly. Where are you? The light again. There we go. Cardrin, you look like you were an Altmer. Yeah. An Altmer dressed as a Plalu guard for some mad reason. You had some nice potions. So obviously what's happened here is we've got a bunch of temple guys that come to cleanse the shrine. And we've kind of wandered into the middle of it. Oh boy. Uh-oh, that was the wrong spell. She didn't like that, did she? Oh! That's an interesting spear you have there. Ebony spear. And other lines from the lusty Argonian maid. Oh. Hello. Found another book of Daedric Summoning. Jolly good. I have these candles. I do like collecting candles for the old house. Let me guess, blighted rat. Yep, told you. Totally bugged out. Alright, I think we're done. Let's recall. Alright. Well, there's still a bit of crap here, I see. Okay. Hello, wise woman. It is time for us to cross the water. Have you made Aldodroth a safe place for the Ahamusa? If I may pass in safety to the old sanctuary and see the great statue in the inner shrine, then the place is safe. Yes, please accompany me. Okay. We will speak further before the great statue. She likes to repeat herself a lot, this one, doesn't she? So I stopped bothering to read all their dialogue out after a while. Die, Mudcrab. Right. She's actually a surprisingly quick runner. That's good, at least. Right. Let's drink a potion of insect feet. Which sounds worse than it actually is. Bloody Bellfire. Where'd you come from? Frickin' Landrag. Grom. Ugh. And Dreadclaw. Are you slightly translucent? You are, aren't you? Hey, wait for me. Alright, alright. Keep it up, come on. That's the first Lamdrag I've actually come across in Morrowind. Wonder what it was added by. Because my instinct would be bleh. The creatures mod, that's what I was thinking of. Couldn't find the words. The creatures mod. However, it'd be an awful coincidence if the creatures mod added land dregs that had Grom, like described in the just like exactly like described in the Tamriel Rebuilt stuff. So I feel like Tamriel Rebuilt might have added that land dreg, but we're not in Tamriel Rebuilt right now. We're on the mainland, which just raises further questions, honestly. Oh, hurry up, lass. I think these potions last for quite a long time. Oh yeah, 600 seconds, so we're fine. No rush. I will walk then in that case. Goodness me. What do you reckon, folks? Lord Nerevar and Tamriel Reborn? Not so sure myself. Pictured Nerevar being a bit younger. We speed this up now. Wait for me. Hurry it up then, madam. If you don't mind. I suppose I can just pet the cat for a while, but that's not very interesting for you guys watching at home, is it? And I suppose I could cut the recording. That's the other thing I could do. But then that makes editing this all a bit more annoying later. When I come to doing a load of massive batch editing to get all this ready for YouTube. Admittedly, I used to do a lot more editing in my videos in the past, but people seem to like the long form format, so you know, if you guys are happy with me doing less work, I'm hardly going to argue, but I think just for sake of consistency, I'm going to keep going as I've begun in this case. I have considered when I start a new series, I might edit it a lot more aggressively, just to shake things up a little bit. Are you hostile?
What now?
Oh, I didn't actually initiate dialogue with her. She initiated it with me. You here for the dance? No. I'm afraid there's no more dancing to be had. I've called an end to it. Come on.
Hey, wait for me.
I'm just an old wise woman, please slow down. I don't have an everlasting chalice of infinite life, you know. Bloody give it to you if I actually meant you'd run faster. Alright, behold the statue.
Thank you.
There we go. I said I would accompany you to see if you had made Aldaedra safe for the Imus. Yes, you said it many times, actually. You have fulfilled my conditions. Thank you, Fathersilvan. The Imusa shall be saved. And if you wish, I shall now name you Nerevarine of the Imusa. Please do. God. Weird, robotic, frickin' wise woman. I said I would accompany you, Fathersilvan, to see if you had made Aldaedra safe for the Imusa. You have fulfilled my conditions. Thank you. Yeah, name me Nerevarine, please. You have made this place safe for the Imusa, and so I name you Imusa Nerevarine, war leader of the Imusa. Beep boop. Protector of the people. I also give you the Mad Stone of the Imusa, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer that you are the Nerevarine, and that the Imusa shall follow you in all things, even unto death. Until the enemy is defeated, until you are dead. Now, I can stay only briefly. Soon I must return to the Armusa camp and make preparations to relocate here. Hell's bells, we've done it! I have now fulfilled the 5th trial. Ho! Fourth trial and 5th trial done. Maybe we should go back to the Ursulaku now. I think something about my game kind of went a bit weird. Because, you know, like I got those messages, like, from Archcanon and Sarione. I think you're only supposed to get those, like, after you've done the 4th and 5th trials, if I'm honest. But for some reason, I think I got sent them quite early. And as a result, we've already spoken to Vivek at this point. It's very bizarre. I don't think it's meant to go like that. But, there it is. Let's go consult with the Ahimusa, shall we? I mean, not the Ahimusa, the Ursulaku. Let's go say hi to them. Let's see what they've got to say. Go see Nibani Mesa. Nope. 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 Why do we have one for Voss? We already have one for Telvoss. Why is there one for Voss as well? Don't make much sense if you ask me. Oh, the cat's leaving. He's gone to sunbathe on the windowsill again. Fair play, cat. Fair play. I'm gonna go watch the people outside. He has a windowsill over at the front there that gives him a nice view of the main road out in front of the house. He can't get out there from behind the house because our street is all like we have an enclosed set of back gardens, so he can't get to the road, at least not very easily. So the front of the house is like this weird forbidden realm full of busy, nasty, noisy cars and stuff. But he likes to watch it all go by from the window. That's where he spent most of this morning, actually. And he's back there again now. He likes to watch the little people that he likes to think he probably likes to think he rules over in his head. The wee mortals. Lightning speed boats away! See how far I can get with these. Hello, Dead Cliff Racer. Obviously, I've been this way before. Oh my god. I think I have slow fall, huh? Whee! Right, now half the Ashlands wants to come and kill me. I'll just speak with the wise woman. Hello, Nibani Mesa. I return to you. Slightly out of breath, but I return. I am concerned. Why have you not yet fulfilled the prophecies of the Nerevarine? Have you done something wrong? Have you forgotten your destiny? I've heard that the leader of the temple, a man named Philisarione, is desperate now. This is the dialogue she's supposed to have, and for some reason, random NPCs were getting this. Because the first time we heard it, it was from Athan Serethi. He's not supposed to say that. She's supposed to say that. What the hell's gone wrong with my game? I don't know. Anyway. You've been named Nerevarine by the 4 tribes of Ardenfell. You've fulfilled that part of the prophecy. Ursulaku, Ahamusa, Zainab, and Arabanimson all have named you Nerevarine. You've fulfilled the 5th trial. And I'm also Hortator now. And the 4th trial. Alright, so now is the point where we would go to speak with Thola Sarioni. We have already done that, however. And so... Why have you just knocked on the floor, cat? You just knocked something on the floor. I don't know what it was. Now he's meowing at me. Back to Lara now, folks. Can you hear him jingling? I bet you can. What are you doing now, cat? What is it? I'm playing Morrowind. I'm recording Morrowind for the nice people on YouTube who've been waiting to watch this. And you are interrupting. Why must you be so selfish? Think of the poor people on YouTube, eh? Right. To cut a long story short, he's back up on the desk again. To cut a long story short, it's time for us to go and speak to Vivek again. We've had plenty of time to think now. And naturally, Fathis is going to accept his offer. Wraithguard in exchange for an oath. Whether we keep that oath, of course, is a different matter entirely. Where is it? CV intervention, and also I'd like to swap my boots out. Find one of the boots of the Apostle. Here we go. Hello again, Faeryn. Talk to you later, mate. I really should have gotten changed, but something tells me Vivek really doesn't care. You know what really does bother me, though? The fact that you're not stood there. Can I fix that? No! Ah! Dude!
Praise Vivek.
Yeah, I will, but you need to stand there, man. Otherwise it's going to bother absolutely everybody, including me. Ugh. Alright, Vivek. I have returned.
Was there something else?
Was there something else? Said the god.
Let's try again, shall we? I propose to give you an artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept the gift, then do with it as you will. I propose that you accept the responsibility of defeating Dagobor and swearing an oath to that effect. You may give your oath, then keep it or break it as you like. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift?
Oh boy. Okay, so we have two choices here, basically. We accept Wraithguard, or we refuse, and we kill Vivek, and take Wraithguard from him. Option 2 is incredibly tempting. On the other hand, we could always kill him later, so... Very well. I accept Wraithguard. Can I just... Yeah, options... Let's see if I can turn up the effects a little bit so he's a bit louder. Ooh, that makes the fire very crackly, apparently. Yes, I accept Wraithguard.
Good. Sensible of you.
Oh, that's not really helped at all.
Now will you give your oath before all gods and men, before all spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagobor and the preservation of Morrowind and its people.
Yes, I think, yeah, we will swear to this, because that's exactly what Fathers intends to do. He intends to destroy Dagothr. He intends to preserve Morrowind and its people. This oath mentions nothing of preserving the tribunal, of course. And it mentions nothing of anything else. So we can, in good conscience, swear this oath. Yes, I so swear.
Not very sensible, but very good. I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitations about making such an oath. You will now have a brief momentary sensation of time passing. Don't be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to break God. It will be over before...
Wish you'd speak up a bit. Bloody hell. I'm going to clearly have to muck about with this in editing a little bit. If I turn the effects right down.
There is a brief sensation of motion in total dark, floating without a sense of weight or direction.
Alright, now it's just so quiet I can't even hear it. There is a brief sensation of motion in total darkness, floating but without a sense of weight or direction. You know it. Now. I will notify the temple that you are our champion. I'm going to turn this off completely. Yep. Bye. I don't know how to shut him up now. God damn. This daft bloody mod added voice acting for these guys, and it's not terrible voice acting, it's just very quiet voice acting. Ugh. You know it. Now I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. We have time for questions, if you like, or you may leave as you wish. But I think there are at least two things you ought to know before you leave. How to use Wraithguard, and how to defeat Dagothr. Okay, unique Dwemer artifact has been removed from your inventory. Wraithguard has been added to your inventory. So, yes, and this is the thing. If you reject his offer, you kill Vivek and you take Wraithguard from him, all you get is a unique Dwemer artifact. It's not Wraithguard, because you don't know how to use it. He hasn't taught you, because you've killed him. It doesn't mean you can't complete the main quest, though, because what you can do... I'll tell you this now, because we're not doing it in this playthrough. You can take said unique Dwemer artifact to Yagrum Bagan. You can take it to Yagrum down in the Corpusarium, and he will explain how to use it. And then you can take it yourself to use to defeat Dagothr without Vivek's assistance. And I was very tempted by this option, but in the moment, I just don't quite understand why Fathis would just knowingly turn away important knowledge, really. And I think he has one or two questions for Vivek himself now he stood before the man-god. I think this is an opportunity we can turn down. To defeat Dagothr, go to Red Mountain. I'm just going to talk over him now. To recover the artifact hammer Sunder from the Gate Citadel Veminal. Then recover the artifact blade Keening from the Great Citadel Odrasal. Then proceed with Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to the Citadel of Dagothr. Within the Citadel, find the Heart of Lorcan. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Dagothr's connection to the heart, and he will be destroyed, and the blight ended on Morrowind. To destroy Dagothr, you must sever his connection with the Heart of Lorcan. To do this, strike the heart with the artifact hammer Sunder once, then strike the heart more than once with the artifact blade Keening. You must wear Wraithguard because you cannot handle either Sunder or Keening unless you are wearing Wraithguard. That is the short, simple explanation. Here is the long, detailed explanation, written down for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. The plan to defeat Dagothr has been added to your inventory. Dagothr's servants? Chief among his servants are his 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful heart-wights and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but are always revived at the heart. Somehow, Dagothr has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them. Or perhaps They sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. Red Mountain. In my library, I have made available 2 conflicting accounts of the events of Red Mountain. My own true account and another false account, common among the Ashlanders and preserved in the Apocrypha. I don't care whether you believe my account or not. I leave it up to you to judge which is true. Your library. I want your trust and willing cooperation, so I've had the priests make copies of a number of documents. They're here for you to read or take with you. Take a look at them. Help yourself. Council. You need to know, where is Dagoth? What are Dagoth's plans? Who are Dagoth's servants? Who is Dagoth? What are Dagoth's powers? What is known about Dagoth's defences? How can I prepare for battle against Dagoth, and who can help? Where is he? Dagoth has never ventured out of the Heart Chamber, the place under Red Mountain where the Heart of Lorcan lies. It is there, or nearby, that he is constructing a new god, a Kulakan, also known as the Second Numidium. Of course, the first Numidium is the one that Tiber Septim used to conquer Tamriel, so it's a big deal. What are his plans? We know nothing for sure, but we have learned much from interrogating Sixth House cultists and victims of dream compulsions, and from our study of Dagoth's actions. The Temple Scholars and Inquisitors have prepared a document, Dagoth's plans, that summarizes what we know or suspect. Take this copy. It's also available in my library. Alright. Who is Dagoth? Dagoth is the former Lord Councillor of House Dagoth. He was of Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears, by turns, lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. Okay, what are his powers? He is able to send his mind into the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances, as he has done many times with us. Actually, come to think of it, the victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh, and the flesh of his followers, evolves towards a mutable, magical form. Dagoth and the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. His powers, his defences. Confer with the Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers garrisoning Ghostgate for the latest information about the defences of the Citadels Dagoth and his Heartwhite. Citadels of Dagoth and his Heartwhite kin. We snuck into one of them, didn't we? Already, and had a little look. So we kind of know what to expect to an extent. How do I prepare for battle? Prepare for war. Beyond the Ghost Fence, there are no safe places, no allies. Stockpile resources, plan for retreat and replenishment, quest for artifacts of power. Who can help? Ordinators and Buoyant Armigers stationed at Ghostgate have the most practical knowledge of the nightmare world inside the Ghost Fence. Seek them in my name for counsel and aid. Business? Actually, I believe we've finished our business. I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. Now you are my guest, I am your host, and we have time for explanations, or counsel, or questions, or bitter recriminations if you like. Or you may leave, if you wish, as you wish. But I think before you leave, you should hear how to defeat Dagoth and how you must use the artifact Wraithguard. Yes, you've told us that already, I believe. Given you a copy of my proposed plan, read it, study it, commit it to memory, yeah. Explanations. You want to know, why did I wage war in the Nerevarine? Why did I try to suppress the Apocrypha? Why did I persecute the dissident priests? Why is Dagoth winning the war? How does the tribunal fight Dagoth, and what are Wraithguard's powers? Why did I try to kill you? Because you threatened the faith of my followers, and I needed their faith to hold back the darkness. And I thought you were my enemy, a pawn of the subtle Daedra Lord Azura, or a pawn of the Emperor Uriel Septim, or a simple fraud. Perhaps a hero, but not much of one if my faithful could destroy you. Now, circumstances are altered. I need you, and you need me. Why did I suppress the Apocrypha? Because it was such an unfortunate mixture of truth, falsehood, and speculation that I couldn't afford to manage the confused reaction of our faithful. Any doubt whatsoever weakened their faith, and we needed their faith to give us the power to maintain the Ghost Fence. In retrospect, perhaps we lost the faith of those we needed while preserving the faith of the meek and indifferent. Perhaps a mistake was made. Who can say? Suppression and persecution of dissent is just one of the standard tools of statecraft. I believe we erred in trusting the judgment of Beryl Sala. He and his Ordinators served valiantly in the war against Dagothr. We mistook his misplaced zeal for energy and dedication. Mistakes were made, but no more. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall be swiftly reconciled. Why is Dagothr winning, then? Dagothr is winning because he is close to the source of power, Lorcan's heart, and because he retains the passion of madness, while we have settled into the lonely and unrewarding posture of dogged dutifulness and perseverance. And, finally, perhaps because he is stronger and smarter than we are, and his followers are more fervent and fanatical. I believe we were careless and complacent and outwitted, and, in the matter of denying the Nerevarine, we were foolish. How does the Tribunal fight Dagothr, then? In the past, the Tribunal made seasonal campaigns to Red Mountain. We slew Dagothr and his kin, though the heart always revived them in time. Later, when we realized we couldn't destroy them, we created the Ghost Fence to contain the threat. These solutions were effective until Dagothr ambushed us and captured Sunder and Keening. Since that time, our fortunes have waned as his increased. What are Wraithguard's powers, then? Wraithguard's primary function is to protect the wearer from the fatal energies of the artifacts Sunder and Keening. It also has some minor protective enchantments against physical and magical damage you may find useful. Alright. Questions? You are curious. What really happened at Red Mountain? What really happened to the Dwemer? What was the Dwemer's sin? What is it like to be a god? Do I remember being mortal? How do I feel about the people of Morrowind? What really happened to the Dwemer? I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have no sense of them in the timeless divine world outside of mortal time, and in fact, if I did believe they existed, I would be in no hurry to make contact with them. They may, with some justice, hold the Dunmer race responsible for their fate. My intuition is that they are gone forever, and that is perfectly fine with me. What was the Dwemer's sin? The sin of the Dwemer was the creation of a new god from the substance of a dead god, Lorcan. That is also the sin for which we would destroy Dagothr. I hesitate to call it sin, more properly call it destructive evil. The sin of the Tribunal, however, is in the breaking of an oath to Azura to forbear from tapping the heart with Kagranak's tools, and in the folly of seeking to become gods. Breaking the oath was evil, becoming gods was folly. If we sinned, we have paid the price. What is it like to be a god? It is like being a juggler. Things are always moving, and you learn to know where they are without even thinking about it. Only there are many, many things moving, and sometimes, like any juggler, you drop something. I'm afraid it has become a lot more of a matter of dropping things lately. There's too much to do, and not enough time, and I'm losing my touch. Perhaps I'm growing old. It is a bit like being at once awake and asleep. Awake, I am here with you, thinking and talking. Asleep, I am very, very busy. Perhaps for other gods, the completely immortal ones, it is only like that being asleep. Out of time, me, I exist at once inside of time and outside of it. It's nice never being dead, too. When I die in the world of time, then I'm completely asleep. I'm very much aware of that all I have to do is choose to wake, and I'm alive again. Many times I have very deliberately tried to wait patiently, a very long, long time, before choosing to wake up. And no matter how long it feels like I wait, it always appears, when I wake up, that no time has passed at all. That is the God place, the place out of time, where everything is always happening, all at once. Do you remember being mortal? I remember. I do not feel it. I can, if I choose, remember the feeling, but I do not choose. It is very, very sad being mortal. There is happiness, yes, but mostly sadness. As I have said, Count only the happy hours. For mortals, they are all too few. But for gods, for me, there is no more feeling, only knowing. Not quite no more feeling. I still want to win. I want to defeat Dagothr, but perhaps I have lost the feeling for the people, for their suffering. I don't want that feeling. It's no use to me. That is no longer what matters to me. I only want not to lose. To lose would be very, very bitter. How do you feel about the people of Morrowind? I love the people of Morrowind. I became a god to make their lives more comfortable and secure. I am most close to my faithful followers. I am literally in their hearts and minds. I feel the most sympathy with the House Redoran. They are Dunmer driven by creeds and deeds, like I am. House Indoril is closer to the compassion and sympathy of Almalexia, a comfortable and secure serenity. House Telvanni matches the disposition of my brother Sothasil, iconoclastic, profane, unconventional. House Hlalu represents the future of the Dunmer, integrated into the sophisticated mainstream of the traditionless, raceless, godless culture of the Empire. House Drez represents the past of pre-tribunal Great House culture, a persistent tradition of Daedra and ancestor-worshipping civilized Dunmer clans. And I even love the Ashlanders for their preservation of the most ancient barbarian tribal traditions of the Dunmer, who first settled Morrowind. Bitter recriminations was the other thing. You want to chide me? Why did I murder Nerevar? Why did I break my oath to Azura not to use Kagranak's tools? Why did I cause others to suffer? We did not murder Nerevar. The legend that we murdered Nerevar comes from a story told by a shield companion to Nerevar, Alandro Sul, who lived among the Ashlanders. The Ashlanders have retained Alandro Sul's account as part of their oral histories. The account is persuasive in some details, implausible in others, and is in any case false. I have 2 accounts of Nerevar's death here in my library. Read them and judge for yourself. Along with Lord Nerevar, and at his insistence, Almalexia, Sothasil, and I swore before our god of oaths at the time, the Daedra Lord Azura, never to employ the tools of Kagranak for any purpose. We broke our oaths. We turned our backs on the old gods. I still see no compelling reason to worship any of the Aedra or Daedra. But, for the respect I hold for Nerevar, and the respect I held for myself, I should never have betrayed my oath. Of all my life's actions, I most regret that failure. What am I looking for here? Why did I cause others to suffer? Why did I cause others to suffer? I respect that question, and you for it. The most I can say is, I did the best I could, as I saw things. Can you, mortal, presume to judge the actions and motives of a god? But because I need you, and you need me, I will make an accounting for my sins to you. But not now. Destroy Dagothr, and then we will discuss my sins. Then perhaps you will have earned the right to judge me. Well, I think that's all we have to say. Our conversation is concluded, Lord Vivek. I think there's a certain amount of that Fathers can almost respect. Because I think Fathers inherently agrees with him. None of the Aedra or Daedra are particularly worth worshipping. And so the tribunal decided, alright, we'll be the gods then. I think Fathers wonders if he wouldn't have made exactly the same decision in their shoes. Alright, here we go. The plan to defeat Dagothr. I believe he actually added this to our inventory anyway. Dagothr's plans. Plan to defeat Dagothr. The Battle of Red Mountain. Nerevar at Red Mountain. Those are the ones we're missing. We shall read these. Yes, indeed we shall. But that will be next time, ladies and gentlemen. For now, I must leave you, for this episode's time is up. I hope you enjoyed, folks. We're on our way to the end game now. All that remains to us is to go to Red Mountain and defeat Dagothr. And destroy the heart of Lorcan? That's the only way to defeat him. We've been told, anyway. Much to think about. Give us a like. Give us a sub. The only thing that's concerning me at the moment is the fact that we still haven't had any Dark Brotherhood assassins from Tribunal. I was really kind of hoping to have started Tribunal by now. I don't really know why that hasn't happened yet. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, maybe the mod's not working. I'm not really sure. So I don't really know what to do about that. It's sort of... I think I do want to include Tribunal in the Let's Play, but I'm not finding an easy in right now, if I'm completely honest. It's kind of awkward. I don't know, maybe we'll go back to the tower and rest and see what happens. Regardless, though, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you. When we come back next time, we will read these documents, and we'll decide what to do. Cheers, folks. Toodaloo.